Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Hello, Virgos. Welcome in. Let's get to your message. I'm right in this moment trying to think which deck we're going to use. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you to all who have contributed to this channel, your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations. Thank you for your support of this channel. I really appreciate it. Let's get into your message. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what doesn't, leave the rest. If something's upsetting or bothers you or just doesn't fit, let it go. It's not for you. Here we go. Virgos. What do we have here for you? Virgos. Oh, okay. The energy I'm feeling right now is there's a lot more here than you realize. Something going on in your life. There's a lot more to it than you realize. The Lovers, the Temperance, the Nine of Wands. Okay, so something a little bit exhausting. Looking for balance, choices. Skip further. Yeah, something is protecting you. There is a halo of protection around you. The Three of Wands. As you go through something that's very difficult, and I feel like you feel like this is going to leave a lot of emotional scars. But I do see you come out of this rather happy, actually. And even for some of you, maybe with a new love interest, and then others come out of this just very self-fulfilled and self-confident and going after things you have put on the back burner. Taking charge of your life. Captaining your ship. Like it. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Now this talks about disappointments. I think that's the energy you're in now. Just kind of disappointing energy. But I see a way out of this. Queen of Wands. Yeah, and some of you are also worried about, like, this is going to take a toll on my health or something like this. Like, am I going to come out of this looking scarred like we talked about? I don't see that happening for you. I see this as a great transformation, and actually you come out looking beautiful. It's something that's going to be more natural. Okay, to put this into words, whatever's taking place here, you're going to come out more authentically, naturally you, and that's also going to show in your appearance and the way you show up. That's going to be knockout, just a knockout. The Fool. You know, so there's something here about trying too hard to look like you're masking some of the problems or the issues or the things you've been through. And the energy I feel here is saying, wear it, own it, be proud of it. Because what's going to come out of this is just authentically you, and your natural beauty will be more beautiful than anything you could put on, or in some cases cover up your feelings, cover up the emotions, cover up the hardships. Spirit is saying, be you, and you will start recognizing just that amazing beauty that is you. And then you start wearing that as well. Like, you may have some people saying, wow, you're looking exceptionally great, these days. And you'll think, how can that be? I've been through just an extraordinary ordeal, or ordeals plural. And it has something to do with just owning who you are, what you've been through, and just wearing it. And you'll wear it well. You'll wear it gorgeous. Five of Wands is out here now. Yeah, because you're saying to yourself, I'm not sure. Abundance, I can't not see her. She's one of my favorite cards, the Empress. Super abundance here. Super beauty, super grace and style and creation, Mother Nature energy. Five of Wands, you're trying to say to yourself or figure out, like, who do I want to show up as? How much of this do I want to reveal? What do I want to say to people? I feel like I am getting a little bit of a caution. Don't trust other people. Don't trust across the board some of your really private stuff. But don't back away from it either. So that will be up to you to decide how that fits for you. You know, it's not like you're ashamed of anything, but not everybody needs to know your business. And also don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be, what do we want to say here? Vulnerable to energies that don't have your best interest in mind. And here's the Queen of Pentacles out here. She would be very discerning and wise as to what she shares and also what she goes through. Now, this is the type of queen who could go through quite a bit of very heavy, deep stuff and come out where no one would be the wiser, and she'd turn around and help others. That's the Queen of Pentacles. And you might even get from the Queen of Pentacles, oh, she's always got, you know, everything's easy for her and everything goes her way, and you'd never know the challenges she's faced. That to me is the Queen of Pentacles. That's that kind of energy. And that's the energy I'm feeling here. Just remember to be discerning about who you share with, because you don't want to put yourself, I'll say it again, in any kind of compromising or vulnerable position with someone that you can't trust. 10 of Wands. And if you're wondering if you can trust that person, then give it time, because the fact that you hesitate and pause is your answer right there. Okay, so 10 of Wands is out here now. Burdens. Yeah, we see you have quite a bit of burdens here. But also with the 10 of Wands, note that in this card, the energy is you're almost there. And we did talk about that you're almost through this. I feel like we're talking to you now as you're in it, but it's starting to wrap up. So you're almost out of this to the point where you can find balance, and you're being asked to keep making the right choices, you know, and that is a going within and not knee-jerk reactions. So as you're getting out of this and as you have dealt with this, I'm seeing energy of you have handled the tough questions and you haven't had knee-jerk reactions or decision-making, but have been very thought through. King of Wands is out here. Notice this King of Wands is in feminine energy with this particular deck, which I like very much, because then that means you've got a good yin and yang going on. The feminine and the masculine energies working well together, and that's part of your magic. I do see, yeah, a lot of the cards talk about blossoming and just fabulous, like overall gorgeous is you. A lot of peacock energy here. In a good way. Now, sometimes you can read peacock energy as grandstanding, but this is just full open, here I am, beauty. And also, you know, the beauty hasn't been easy, or I've taken a road less traveled to get here, but without doubt, beauty. A unique style, without doubt, beauty. Something like that. Your experiences have caused your beauty to be unmatched, unique. Again, beauty. 6 of Pentacles out here. You're going to help others with similar situations, or you're inclined to do that. I see like volunteer work. 6 of Swords. As they get out of their dark clouds, as they find themselves maybe in situations where they get out of a problem and then they're by themselves, you know? And sometimes that's why people don't get out of certain problems, because they don't want to be by themselves, okay? By themselves. Yeah, certainly tricky. You're helping people to be grounded, find comfort in being alone to make the next steps. Something about enlightenment you help people with as well, okay? I've got 2 cards coming out upside down now, the Judgment and the Knight of Wands. Don't deprive others of who you naturally are. Big message here. And take your time. Big message. Take the time it needs here for your decision making we discussed, and for whatever time this needs to become whole, to become healthy. Remember, you've got a halo of protection over you. Page of Swords is out here now. Doing your research, speaking your truth. Precocious energy, speaking your truth in a precocious manner. Just be careful of that. Don't do any grandstanding. Maybe that's the fine line between the beauty and the grandstanding that is the peacock. Find that fine line, okay? You're going to find it, I'm hearing, with humble, staying humble. The Magician. You've definitely manifested a new you, a new situation, not a new you. It's more of an energy of you finally came out to handle things. But you're manifesting a new love interest, I will say. And also you're manifesting, some things that you put on the back burner. And we talked about that too, because this is a definite transformation for you. We've got the 8 of Wands here and the 7 of Wands. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of communication here with somebody sticking up for you, or this could be you. You finally decided to speak up and stick up for yourself. But I get a sense that you don't stay bitter with this, and you have every reason to, but you're intelligent. You're never going to let someone get the best of you in that way where you would show up angry or upset or vengeful. No, you're way too smart for that. You show up authentically you. We've talked about it several different ways here. And it is a loving, beautiful self that you always were. Maybe you made wrong choices that took you down some undesirable roads, but you come back every bit as good as you've always been. Nothing takes the true you away from you. No experiences, no person. You never give somebody else that kind of power. You stand in your power here. Things move quickly when you stand in your power and stay in love. I see that, maybe the dark side or the shadow side of somebody else tries to nip at your heels and inspire your shadow self, but you're not going to let that happen because you're too smart for that. And that would lead to a lot of regrets. 5 of Cups out here. And you know that too. Let their shadow side do whatever it needs to do. It's no longer part of you. You keep moving forward with your positivity and now your knowledge where you can help others. And you let that shadow side that's trying to influence you or tried to influence you just float on by. That's for them to deal with. That is not your path. That is not your problem. That is not your responsibility. Okay, what else we have here? Pretty intense message, I have to say, Virgo. But that seems like you as well. We've got the Emperor. Here comes your Emperor. And the 7 of Swords. Yeah, someone mistook you for a non-emperor, but you have always known all along you were the emperor. You were the natural leader. You were the spark in the room. You were the help to others, for others. You were the knowledge you couldn't have possibly known, but you knew anyway. You have been the caregiver and the goal, the achiever, the goal-oriented individual. You're royalty. And someone got the game mixed up. And maybe even you for a little bit, but not for very long. And now you're very clear on what you've always been. This is going to lead to 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, a lot of celebration and happiness. I do see that you're bringing in a new love. This could be, sometimes this card talks about engagements or just something special here where 2 people are coming together. There's a lot of enlightenment on both sides, a lot of appreciation for hard roads survived and times of celebration now and to ease up and just enjoy. I feel like maybe family energy too here. Yeah, I feel like good things come together here, a lot of abundance. I also feel like this romantic connection that comes in could be very loving and nurturing, which is something that you need. It's a great match for you. It's a divine match. It's a divine pairing. And you will know it because it'll be totally different from what your history in the area of romance and love has been. It'll be completely different. Let's grab a charm. Virgos. Okay, I've got the ballet shoes. That's interesting. I thought it was bunny ears. So that indicates prosperity. But remember, we talked about style, and the ballet shoes are a lot about style. And we talked about the beauty that is now you that's coming forth that you're not even trying. It's just you, and it's just beautiful, and people are noticing it. And also something unique about your beauty because of what you've been through. But the fact that I thought it was also bunny ears could lean towards prosperity, and that's interesting because that's also the fish, prosperity. And we did talk about a lot of abundance here after the longhorn. The longhorns here, this talks about courage. After a period of courage, a lot of courage. I do not know what this is. I think this is a razor. So that's how I always read it, but I always wonder why I don't know what this is. So maybe that has to do with these razor sharp people in a bad way, like cutting sharp, not like sharp as the mind, but like a more negative energy that you had to you didn't see it, or you couldn't see it, or you didn't understand it. I feel like you've gotten a lot of clarity on that now. Something about razor sharpness, but in a negative way, has caused you to gain your strength here, your courage, stand up, which will lead to a lot of ironic. I see it in the cards. It leads to a lot of your own beauty shining, unique beauty, the ballet slippers, and prosperity, the fish. Let's grab a couple of oracles. Oracle for our Virgos. Resilience, how perfect. Okay. Resilience, I have to cover part of this card. Resilience. It's the name of the game here. It's the name of your life here. It's the cliff notes. It's the title to your book, Resilience. Your life book, that is. Let's grab another oracle while we're at it from a different oracle deck. If you're interested in the decks I use, they're all listed in the description box. Let's grab another oracle here for you. I love what we're seeing so far. I'll share in a minute. Let's see if there's any others. Yeah, I think you just needed to get clear on the motivations of some other situation or some other person or persons. And when you finally did, it's like you blossomed. You got control of your own life. And with that came some beautiful inner growth and has transpired into inner beauty and outer beauty. Okay, when the ones you need fly close, absolutely. That's part of this halo of protection. I feel like Spirit has, as you've made this transformation, that's been very challenging and required a lot of your courage. Spirit has put the right people in your path. So that's what when the ones you need fly close is all about. And it's somebody I feel that, look how there's a lot of mirroring going on here. And we did talk about the blossom that takes place. So the blossom right there. But I feel like you and this person that you connect with, which I feel like is more of a romantic way, you mirror each other in your experiences and in your challenges and the way that you've handled it and rised above it and had a lot of courage, as well as just you've worked really hard to get out of some dark places, and here you are now enjoying the help that is one another here as the ones you need fly into your orbit now. And this is as the weaver's way is true. I don't know this one as well, so I'm going to read that one. Weaver's way is true. Where are my glasses? Okay. Trusting and surrendering to an essential partnership with the divine, reclaiming your magic. Yeah, the mythic story of the dream weavers invites us to imagine the purpose of these wise, benevolent beings working on our behalf who represent the higher wisdom that governs our lives. That's a protection I'm talking about that I see hanging over your head or haloing your head. Divine protection. Wow. Yeah, it's like you just landed right there. You landed right where you needed to be to make changes, and you're coming out of something very challenging, but you just got to the right place where it was time to, it's like when you know, and you know when to move, and you just are moving now and getting out of this. And you knew when to move to start that ball rolling to get out of this. And one other thought I'm having here is timing has been everything here for you. Partnering with the divine has changed your life. I think you will agree there. What else do we want to hear about here? What else, Virgos? Let's see. I'm going to be a little nosy and ask what the general situation is that you're moving away from. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, that could have something to do with work, but there's something underhanded about it. I did feel like it was kind of love related, but the Queen of Pentacles would indicate for a large number of you, it's more work related, actually. Yeah. Somebody in the workplace trying to present you in a way that is false. And I think for some of you, that's been a pattern. You know, you get a lot of attention, somebody doesn't like it, or you're very good at what you do and somebody isn't and they don't like it. Something like that. I think it's a lot of attention actually you get, but they try and put you in an unfavorable light. And I think you've lived that many times, just based on other people's jealousies. You know, but it does affect your life because other people, for some reason, want to believe it. Maybe they have similar shadow work to do where, you know, they're triggered by similar jealousy, something like that. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I was curious to give more information, but I really do feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, you're almost over this anyway, and it's going to be a period of major transformation. So let's look ahead to the bigger picture. What I will say is what just came out is the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like the energy is saying, yeah, this has been rough and this has been going on for a while. And for many of you, it is career-based. But out of this comes two people who have been very courageous. And I think it's that B energy we saw where the right people come into your life now and you mirror one another and you've been through similar challenges and had to rise to the occasion with similar courage. And now you find each other and this is divine pairing. So I am definitely seeing love, and as we look more specifically, it could have been the challenge is more career-based, but I do see love comes out of that. And for some of you, it will be just love-based, and a different style of love comes out of it. And definitely no more confusion. I see you get on track with that. Absolutely. A lot of enlightenment. Yeah. No more tired, no more run down. You know, it's an upbeat, life-affirming, and that beauty that you're now standing and walking in and is you know, it's a very transformative energy that I see, but a tough time that is just about behind you. Let's grab an angel wish and wrap up here, Virgo. Hope this has been helpful for someone, parts of it, all of it, a good deal of it. Final message for our Virgos. When a feather floats down from above, an angel is showering you with love. Yes, I see that halo of protection. I saw it right off the bat. One of the first to third cards here, the second card actually. And yeah, you're heavily protected. And a message that I love to get and receive often, I'm thankful for, is, yeah, seeing feathers. So a message that your loved ones from above are around you, helping you, guiding you, you're connecting with them. Many of you know this, you feel it strongly. If not, maybe you're going to lean into that now. Feathers, definitely a nod to that relatives from above and angels from above are helping and guiding and protecting you. There is a lot of protection here. I see it right at the beginning. And I do feel like this combination that's coming in, it's like I don't want to end this story, but I'll say one more thing. Yeah, this connection that's coming through for you is going to be just exactly what you need. And I see that it fulfills you in a lot of different ways. And for that side too, for their side too, the person coming in, a lot of happily ever after energy here. So that's always lovely. That is your message, Virgo. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time here today. If you've liked this message and you like this channel, please do like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel. And until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.